The Mahiga River upstream is located in Manilid Mountain, down to the midstream in Subang Dako until downstream in Mabolo Reclamation Area.
Its source of water is simply coming from the area or the watershed area that drains to its tributaries. Then it drains towards Cebu City, that's along Cebu Country Mall. Then all the water coming from the households from Country Mall goes into Mahiga River. But this is not good water. This is wastewater.
It brings so much waste and at the same time cause clog-ups that stops the water from the upstream from being released to the sea during heavy rain downpour. It is a major river system that have been considered biologically dead. This means that until recently, there was no life in this river. The system begins as clean water in the highlands and empties into the sea at Cebu City. Liquid and solid wastes from business establishments and households along its banks heavily pollute it. It serves as a natural flood drain for the city of Cebu and divides the city into northern and southern parts. Cebu City River Management Council personnel surveyed the entire stretch of the Mahiga River from its mouth 3 times to ensure the accuracy of the list of businesses encroaching on the 3-meter easement zone. There are about hundreds of structures that have encroached on the Mahiga River alone. Most are residential structures, but there are 50 businesses which contributed so much pollution thrown into the river that made the river into a creek. Most of the violators are structures of illegal settlers. We interviewed 2 residents during our study about the life and situation around Mahiga Fier. First was Nonoy Luranas, who lives in Patanon River, which is located opposite to the Mahiga River, where it forms a Y shape. He said that during heavy rains, the dead river brings a very dangerous flood, but it will only last for about 2 to 3 hours, and the water will disappear. The dried river does not give them the problem, but instead, it helps them to have easy access using the dried river as the road to connect to Apas Lahog. With all the stones and sand that came along with it, the flood gives them a livelihood by making hollow blocks out of sand, which are accumulated after the flood, which come from upper portion of the mountain where there is a construction going on, and the rocks can be used to construct their houses. So basically, the river does not give them problem at all, but instead, it provides them little money.
Anak ito ang kuandong. Dari. Kalau kita gani apa ni? Mo siya tubig ya tutup umag. So 6 1 go 5 so mga 6 feet at 7 feet. Tubig.
The second resident who lives under the Bambolo Reclamation Bridge is Manong, who has been living there for nearly 25 years already. He said that the creek did not give them any problems even if it smells unpleasant and filthy, because they are already used to it. They only sleep there during the day for their nap, but in the evening they sleep under the trees in the riverbanks unless it rains. But even if the rain is heavy, the water will not reach them because it is near the mouth of the sea, so it does not bother them in terms of risk and danger. It did not even give them sickness since they started to settle under the bridge, he said. Their livelihood is collecting scrap metals around the place of Mabolo, and they only go home when they are sorting out the scraps to be sold and when they're resting. This place is what they call home, and this is where they find comfort. When I asked Manong for a solution that he can suggest to solve the water pollution, he said, "There is no solution to that, and it will always remain like that." But since it would take more time and money to deal with the illegal settlers at the moment, the government deals with the businesses first. Reduce Eliminate Danger Zones project was formed a year ago in response to the city's flooding problems to see a concrete change and improvement, so that it can be a model for the other 4 major rivers in the city. One of the many solutions to flooding that came into surface is to encourage the mayors of both cities of Mandaue and Cebu to start improving each side of Mahiga Creek by initiating an environment-friendly project like clearing the Mahiga River, convincing illegal settlers to be relocated, and remove illegal business establishments to widen the riverbanks, thus eliminating floods. This project for the mouth of the Mahiga River in Cebu City is expected to help ease the flooding during the rainy season. However, the disposal of the mud and silt from the mouth of the Mahiga River where flood waters exit during a heavy downpour is another problem.
As member of the academic system, I think there should become a research river for any university.
We, the youth of the University of San Carlos, initiated the River Cleanup Program, which encourages students to help resolve the pollution and flood problems within our beloved Cebu. We are willing to extend this program to other neighboring rivers like Mahiga River and the rest, because we believe this program also provides each student awareness on what is the cause of floods around us, and giving each student something to think about onto what should be done to solve this big problem we are facing as members of the entire community here in Cebu. Based on analysis, it is more effective that clearing should start at the mouth of the river and then go upstream. As Carolinians, we believe that dredging the river mouth is an important part of restoring the full aptitude of the Mahiga River. Come you join our advocacy as we hand-in-hand save Mahiga River, kahit pista sa sapa, kinabuhi sa Mahiga.